Hey there, fellow Americans. Breaking news that's sending shockwaves through the nation: Bernie Sanders has just achieved what many thought impossible. A groundbreaking bill has passed that could put $5,500 back in your pocket. Yes, you heard that right, stimulus checks are making a comeback, and this time, they're bigger than ever. But before we dive into all the juicy details, if you want to stay updated on the latest stimulus news and financial updates, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Trust me, you won't want to miss what's coming next. The political landscape has been dramatically shaken up as Bernie Sanders' long-fought battle for economic justice has finally broken through. The new stimulus package, set to roll out in March 2025, represents one of the most significant direct payment programs in American history. But what makes this different from previous stimulus payments, and why is former President Trump's name being associated with it? Let's break down this unprecedented development that's got everyone talking. The story behind this massive stimulus package is fascinating and complex. It began as a bipartisan effort, surprisingly finding support from both progressive Democrats and Republicans who recognized the continuing economic challenges facing average Americans. The bill, which passed after months of intense negotiations, reflects a rare moment of political cooperation in our deeply divided times. But what exactly prompted this unexpected alliance? Many Americans are wondering, how did we get here? The answer lies in the persistent economic pressures that have continued to squeeze middle and working class families. Despite official statistics suggesting economic recovery, the reality on the ground has been very different for millions of Americans. Rising costs of living, stagnant wages, and increasing debt burdens have created a perfect storm that demanded bold action. The $5,500 stimulus check program isn't just another temporary band-aid. It's been designed as part of a comprehensive economic relief package. But here's what you really need to know: who qualifies for these payments? The eligibility criteria have been expanded compared to previous stimulus programs, meaning more Americans will be able to receive these funds. Single filers earning up to $75,000 and joint filers earning up to $150,000 will receive the full amount, with a gradual phase-out for higher income levels. One of the most intriguing aspects of this development is the unexpected alliance between Bernie Sanders' progressive vision and elements of Trump's economic populism. While these two political figures have often been at odds, their shared concern for working-class Americans has created an unusual convergence. This raises an important question: could this represent a new paradigm in American politics, where left and right find common ground on economic issues? The timing of these stimulus checks, scheduled for March 2025, has raised some eyebrows. Why the wait? The implementation timeline has been carefully calculated to allow for proper infrastructure setup and to ensure the program's smooth rollout. This deliberate approach aims to avoid the distribution problems that plagued previous stimulus efforts. But what can you do to make sure you're ready when the time comes? Here's where it gets really interesting. The distribution method for these checks will utilize new technology to ensure faster delivery. The IRS has been working on modernizing its systems, and this stimulus program will be one of the first to benefit from these improvements. Direct deposits will be prioritized, but what about those who don't have bank accounts? The bill includes provisions for alternative payment methods, ensuring no eligible American is left behind. But there's more to this story than just the checks themselves. The bill includes several other significant provisions that could affect your financial future. For instance, did you know that the legislation also includes measures to prevent these payments from being garnished by debt collectors? This protection was a key demand from Sanders and his allies, ensuring that the money reaches those who need it most. The impact of these stimulus checks is expected to be substantial. Economic analysts project that the injection of funds could boost consumer spending and provide crucial support to local businesses. But this raises another important question: how will this massive spending program affect inflation? The bill's architects have included anti-inflationary measures, but the real test will come during implementation. Many people are asking, what should you do with your $5,500 when it arrives? While everyone's situation is different, financial experts recommend having a plan in place well before the money arrives. Whether it's paying down debt, building an emergency fund, or investing in your future, making informed decisions about these funds will be crucial. The application process for these stimulus checks will be streamlined compared to previous programs. Most eligible Americans will receive their payments automatically based on their most recent tax returns. However, what about those who don't typically file taxes? The bill includes provisions for non-filers to claim their payments through a simplified process. Some critics have questioned the program's cost and long-term economic implications. How will this massive spending package affect the national debt? Supporters argue that the economic benefits, including increased consumer spending, reduced poverty, and stronger local economies, justify the investment. The bill includes revenue-generating measures to offset some of the costs, but the long-term fiscal impact remains a topic of debate. A particularly innovative aspect of this stimulus program is its focus on future economic resilience. Unlike previous stimulus efforts that were purely reactive, this package includes measures to help prevent future economic crises. But what does this mean for the average American? The bill includes provisions for financial education and resources to help recipients make the most of their stimulus funds. The role of state governments in this federal program is also worth noting. While the checks will come from the federal government, states will play a crucial part in implementation and support. How will your state government be involved, and what additional resources might be available at the state level? These are important questions to consider as we approach the distribution date. One of the most frequently asked questions is about the possibility of additional payments beyond March 2025. While the current bill focuses on a single payment, it includes provisions for evaluating the program's effectiveness and potential future needs. Could this lead to more regular direct payments to Americans? The answer may depend on the program's success and evolving economic conditions. The international community is watching this development closely. How will America's bold move influence economic policies in other countries? The program could set a precedent for how developed nations approach economic support for their citizens in the modern era. But what lessons can be learned from similar programs in other countries? As we move closer to the March 2025 distribution date, preparation will be key. What steps should you take now to ensure you receive your payment promptly? Keeping your tax information current, maintaining accurate address records with the IRS, and staying informed about any program updates will be crucial. But how can you stay on top of all this information? The impact on different demographic groups varies significantly. Young adults, seniors, rural communities, and urban populations may experience different benefits and challenges from this program. How will these stimulus checks affect various segments of American society, and what specific provisions are included to address unique needs? Privacy and security concerns have been carefully addressed in the bill. With such large sums of money being distributed, how will the government protect against fraud and ensure payments reach their intended recipients? The legislation includes robust security measures and fraud prevention protocols, but what should recipients do to protect themselves? Looking ahead, the success of this program could reshape American economic policy for years to come. What metrics will be used to evaluate its effectiveness? The bill includes provisions for detailed monitoring and assessment of the program's impacts, from poverty reduction to economic growth indicators. For those wondering about the technical aspects of payment distribution, the IRS has been upgrading its systems to handle the massive undertaking. But what happens if there are problems with your payment? The bill includes provisions for resolving issues and ensuring all eligible recipients receive their funds, but understanding the process will be important. As we approach March 2025, it's crucial to stay informed about any updates or changes to the program. How can you ensure you don't miss important announcements? Following official government channels, reliable news sources, and yes, staying subscribed to this channel will help you navigate this historic economic program successfully. Remember, while this stimulus package represents a significant opportunity for many Americans, making informed decisions about these funds will be crucial. Whether you're planning to save, invest, or address immediate needs, understanding all aspects of this program will help you maximize its benefits. Keep watching this channel for more updates, expert analysis, and practical advice as we approach this historic distribution of stimulus checks. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with anyone who might benefit from this important information. We're here to help you stay informed every step of the way.